nerd solo tonight. Hello, humans. Yowza. All right. I do have that there. I do have that there. Come on. Really? All right. All right. Put that. Okay. Typological. And then to the eye of life, of course. There's a light. You gotta go up. Something is missing. From this. All right, we're just gonna do that because don't look good. I'll handle that tomorrow. All right, what's up, y'all? It's amazing how 8 o'clock just come and just jump up on you, man. You juicing and everything, and then boom, you look up and it's 7:47. I'm like, yo, what the? All right, let me bring this in. All right, I'm going to talk about something tonight. And I want to talk about something tonight that a lot of people are truly misinformed. In addition to that, it's scare tactics. And I'm going to help you guys understand. Scare tactics versus law, because it's unfortunate, but a lot of you guys, you go to court and you get caught up in scare tactics, and you don't know it's a scare tactic. You just think that it's law, number one, and number two, you're under the impression that when it happened, it can't be questioned. All right. So what am I talking about? It's a good. Okay. What am I talking about? What do you want, little buddy? Come here. What's the matter? What do you want, little buddy? Come here. What's the matter? Come here. What's the matter? What do you want? You kiss. What do you want, little buddy? I'm working. See, I'm not like you. All you do is just play around all day. I gotta work. I'm not going anywhere. When I go, you're gonna come, okay? Give me a kiss. I gotta work, little buddy. I gotta work. This dog is the most. This dog, he's so affectionate. I swear to God, like this dog will literally, when I'm driving in the car, he literally drives with his head resting on my with his head resting on my shoulder, and He'll bark you down, but he's a big ass punk. He's a punk. He's a punk like that. I got Joe. He's up in here. I got Deshaun. Where is Bond? He's up in the heezy for sheezy. All right, y'all. Tonight I got this is watermelon rhyme and broccoli. Watermelon rhyme and broccoli. Not the watermelon, the red part. This is just the rhyme and the broccoli. In a day, I go with my juices. At night, I go with my greens. And I normally put a little splint of honey in it, but I didn't does that. I just got this in there. So it's just watermelon rhyme and broccoli. Oh my. And I have to go ahead and be honest. I used to juice when juicing first came out. I had got the Juice Man Jr. Remember the Juice Man? And that was the last time I had a juicer, believe it or not. And so a couple of weeks ago, about a month and a half now, actually, I said, you know what? I'm going back to juicing. And I went in Walmart and brought like a $40 juicer. And I kid you not, there's more juice in the damn waste part than it is in the damn catch cup. So tomorrow I'm going to go buy a new one. I'm going to go buy an expensive one. Because I can't be doing this. All right. All right, so what's up, y'all? Appreciate you for being here. Let's be clear. Got individuals in the chat, man. Please, man, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell and definitely like the video, man, so we can send out some love in the universe, get everybody to come on into it. So here's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. So I'm going to help you guys understand, and I'm going to tell you guys to share this video with somebody that's going through child support or something, because there is a belief that when you go to court, anything goes. I do not believe this narrative. There's a belief that, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I can tell you that a lot of people listen to me over the years, and I never made a don't pay child support video. That's not my lane. My lane is if a woman is dumb enough to say, you know, like Katia LaShawn Bradley, this man is paying $410 for private school, picking a child up every day, eliminating after school care, which is another $600 a month, feeding the child every day, $5 a day, which is another $100 a month, doing homework with the child every day, which is technically called tutoring, which is $150 a week, $600 a month, and trade all that in for $259. Then you got to see your value. If you don't think your value is above child support, I think that's where the problem is with a lot of people. Quattro, it's raining outside. You don't want to go outside. You don't want to go outside. So, here's what I do want to say. I does want to say this. A judge will have you thinking just like an officer when they pull you over. Now, I'm the only one that tells you, and I know I am, that there are no laws governing family court. I can tell you right now, when you travel around the universe and when you travel around the universe, everybody's barking child support, child support, child support. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional. It's this, it's that, it's that. Don't pay it and see what happened to you. What you got to understand, and what individuals will never ever put two and two together. A person can say child support is illegal. People, how do you think I get individuals' license back when they get their license suspended behind child support? How do you think I get their license back? How do you think I do that? Oh, let me back that up. people, how do you think I understand when somebody get their license taken behind child support? How do you think I understand the ability to get them unsuspended? You're not going to believe this. You don't believe this. It's crazy. It's crazy. For every law, there's a law that counters it. For every law, there's a law somewhere that counters it. For every law, there's a law that counters it. Hold on. Quattro, come on, little buddy. I got to work, man. I got to work, little buddy. Okay, give me a kiss. I got to work. You got to go. You got to beat it, man. Come here. Quattro, I got to work, little buddy. Give me a kiss. I got to work. You got to go. These dogs, man. This is the time when I wish I lived with somebody so he can go to them. But it's just me. So I know y'all may say, you know, man, tell that little dog to get out of there. But I try to not ignore him so he don't ever feel like that. That's why, if you don't know, that's why his name is Quattro, because he'd been to 3 other houses before mine in 5 months, and nobody wanted him. So he's a good dog, right? Okay, I got to work, little buddy. Go ahead, go lay down. I got to work, little buddy. I got to work. Quattro, I got to work, little buddy. I'm not working you up to take you outside. I got to work. I got to work. Quattro, I got to work. Got to work. You're a good dog. I got to work. Okay? I got to work, little buddy. All right. So like I was saying, so there's a law that counters it. So when you watch, when you watch these First Amendment auditors, they bring you an exact understanding of what's going on and help you understand in full what the law is about. And the law is about 100% pure intimidation. That's what the law is about. All right. So give you an example of what I see in those videos and what I'm saying here tonight. The cops pull you over and they say, take the keys out the ignition. You say, why? They say, I'm giving you a lawful order. That's not the law. That's not the law. The law is you got 8 minutes to conduct your stop. That's the law. You got 8 minutes, man. And you telling me to take my keys out the ignition and you're saying because I gave you a lawful order, that's not the law. You can also tell me, give you $100 because you're the cops and that's a lawful order because you said it. It's nowhere in the law where it says the cops says when they pull you over, you're ordered to take your keys out of the ignition. That is your car. That's why if they can't search it without your permission, what the make you think that they can tell you to take the keys out the ignition? But in the rhythm of what's going on, you're intimidated. You're going through all the motions and everything. You're doing everything they say. You keeping your hands on the steering wheel. You're doing all these things, and without questioning them, keep my hand on the steering wheel. I'm just curious. Why would I want to keep my hand on the steering wheel? Because for officer safety. Okay, I want to be clear about something. If I was going to do anything to you, don't you think the element of surprise is when I had the best time to do it? Do you think that if I wanted to do something to you, officer, I would wait till you get up on close to the car and lose the element of surprise? It's not the best time. If I was going to do something as you think, I mean, I don't know where your I'm sorry, I touched my head. I don't know where your psychological thought is, but why would I do something now while you got to jump on me? Why would I do something now? You don't do that. You just go along with what they say. Okay. Now, I don't do that. Me personally, man, you can go suck a brick, bro. What you pull me over for? I'll tell you that when you give me the paperwork. No, that ain't how this works, Slick. What you pull me over for? I'll tell you what, I ain't giving you nothing. Well, I'm taking you to jail. Promise me you'll never say that again, because I'm about to get out the car and let you handcuff me. We ain't going through that nonsense. It's the same thing when you guys go to court, when you go to family court, especially when you go to family court. All right? When you go to family court, they are just tossing everything in a fucking salad. They just like throwing everything at you. Oh, this, that, you didn't do that. Oh, you didn't. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. But so that, my humans, lead us to where we're at tonight. Now, in keeping in tradition, I'm gonna tell you guys to do what I always tell you to do. When I say something, please go ask an attorney. Give their narrative to an attorney and see what they say. But allow me. Quacho, I gotta work, little buddy. Come on, go sit down. Go ahead. I hate yelling at that dog. I swear I do. I hate yelling at him. I try to be nice, man. So as I always tell y'all, I want y'all, whenever I tell you something, appreciate those thumbs up. Come on, come with me. You know what? I'm going back to what I used to say. Listen, you see that dollar sign right there on my super chat? Your fee to watch me is $1. I haven't said it in a long time. This shit funny as hell. Your fee to watch me is $1, but you can waive the fee by hitting that thumbs up button. Waive your dollar pay me fee. Quacho, come on, man. Come on. Go. Then he turns around and look at me like, you sure you really yelling at me? This fucking dog. This dog, man. I guess amazing. It is so funny with this fucking dog. I swear to God, man. What are you doing, Quattro? What are you doing, little buddy? Huh? What are you doing? Come on, man. I gotta work, man. I gotta work, Quattro. And it's raining outside. You don't want to go outside. You think you want to go outside. It's raining outside, little buddy. It's raining outside. This dog here. This is my little Quattro, right? Mwah. This is my Quattro, right? Yeah. I call him Quattro Fettuccine. Because when he run, he pin his ears back and look like an Italian. Quattro, I gotta work, though. Mwah. I gotta work, little buddy. I gotta work. So, like I said, always ask an attorney. But give me my thumbs up. I ain't forget. But always ask an attorney. And this is what you're going to ask an attorney. This is what you're going to ask an attorney. A judge will order you to get a job, or they're going to lock you up. So, I'm sure you guys heard of this before. And some of you going to watch this video, or individuals that went through this, I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you've heard this narrative on what I'm talking about today. The judge says to you, get a job or I'm going to lock you up. XYZ. And I'm going to tell you something. There have been individuals that clucked up. I'm talking about and got a job. And I'm just here to tell you tonight, I want you to factor in this narrative. I'm quite certain that I was the first one to tell you guys.
Let's get saucy. New Saucy Spoon baked beans.
I was the first one. I'm sure I was. I'm sure I was the first guy to tell you that there are no laws governing family court. I'm sure you had never heard that nowhere else. I'm sure. I'm positive I was the first one to say that. I'm sure I was. Not even going to ask you. I have had thousands of guys over my 20-year career ask me. Now, individuals will ask me thinking I'm going to be like, yeah, teachers come. No. That's not the law. That's not the law. The law is, because I took an IRS tax class back in like 2005, and I'm sure it has not changed. The one that has the child the most, and the most is 181 days. The person that has the child the most is the one that can claim the child on their taxes. If you got every other weekend, don't talk to me about 180 days. It ain't happening. But you want to call me? You want to call me up? Yeah, I paid. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I want to claim the tax. The judge said. I laugh. You know why the judge said you can claim your child on your taxes? Because you can't. That's why the judge told you. That's the one. That's excuse me. Those are the very many. Those are one of the very many phenomenons in family court. It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. It's not possible. It's not possible. If you had the child, and this is IRS code, a family court judge cannot overrule IRS tax code. Can't. So if you went to court and a judge, and you should say, Your Honor, can I file the taxes? Can I file it? Like, I'm gonna go exact with it. The judge said I can file the child. The judge said I can file the children on my income tax. Oh, no. We do it every other year. I said, could you do me a favor? Yeah. Show me that in your order. Well, it's not in there. Hold on. I know it's not in there. Why do you think I asked you for it? It's not there. And the reason why it's not there, because it's not possible. You cannot claim, you can't claim the child on your taxes. Now, as I stated before, you could be in a position where your child mom don't work. If she don't work, go ahead and claim them. I wouldn't even ask her. If she say I don't have a job, I will claim the children on my taxes. I'm not asking her or nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and claim them. When she say you can't claim the child on the income tax because I got the kids and my mom gonna claim them, we call that fraud. That's called fraud. Your mother can't claim the child on income tax. Your mother don't have custody. Oh, your mom got custody, so I'm paying you child support. It's a lose-lose situation whenever she tries to bark about it. So let's get to the point. Let's talk meat, some meat and gravy. Okay, let's talk. You go to court. It's a child support hearing. The judge say, Mr. Smith, you $25,000 behind on your check. No, let's give it worst case scenario. Mr. Smith, you $100,000 behind on your child support. You ain't paid in 6 years. Can't find a job, Your Honor. Can't find a job. I'm ordering you to get a job within 30 days or I'm gonna lock you up. Do you believe that? You $100,000. Let me throw it back at you. You $100,000 in child support arrears. $100,000. That's a substantial amount. Not a lifetime arrears, but that's a substantial amount. And the judge say to you, Mr. Smith. Well, he gonna say by your name. I'm saying Mr. Smith because I don't want y'all over there. That ain't my name. Mr. Smith. I see it that you're $100,000 in child support arrears. You haven't made a payment in 6 years. What's the problem? I don't have a job, Your Honor. Oh, we can solve that right now. You know they're gonna say some old bully crap. We can solve that right now. I'm ordering you to get a job in 30 days. And if you don't get a job, when you come back here, I'm ordering you back here in 30 days. And when you come back here in 30 days, you better have a job. Do you understand? I understand. You can understand. Just choose not to challenge the question. I wouldn't challenge it. I would just look at the judge like, okay, yeah, gotcha. I wouldn't get a job. I ain't getting no job. If I ain't had one in 6 years, I ain't getting one now. Now, that ain't me. But that's the mentality of a person that ain't worked in 6 goddamn years. They ain't getting no job. Child support ain't scared them into a job. There's something going on in that dude's head that made him say, get a job, sit on my ass. Get a job, yeah, we're going to sit on my ass. I'm not, that's not me. But okay. So, 30 days come. All rise. Judge Gittinig is now in session. Judge Gittinig. You may be seated. Mr. Smith, I ordered you to get a job in 30 days. We was here back on the 13th, and I ordered you to get a job. Did you find employment? No. Why not? Well, I ain't worked in 6 years because I got a herniated disc in my back. I'm on medication. The medication I'm on says may cause drowsiness. And if I take it and then get a job and get drowsy, I'm going to get hurt, either hurt somebody, get hurt. So, well, why didn't you tell me this? You didn't ask. You didn't ask. But let's go the other way with it. Let's go the other way with it. You go to court and the judge orders you to get a job. You paying child support, judge say, you need to get a job. You need to find some employment. This is what the judge going to say, yes? You will agree with me thus far? Yes, you will agree? All right. So let me go sidebar for a second. Just a second. I work at Mercedes-Benz dealer. No, Hyundai dealer. I work at a Hyundai dealer. I was told by my manager, hey, look, the service department is backed up. Take this Hyundai. I think there's a Jiffy Lube on 5th and Wilhelmine. Take this car to Jiffy Lube on 5th and Wilhelmine and get an oil change. Bring the car back. We just got to change the oil. Customer come get it out of here. We change the oil, blah, 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 blah. I jump in the car. Before I get to 5th and Wilhelmine, I see a Mercedes-Benz dealer. I come up with an old crazy idea because it's all in my damn head. I'm going to pull up to their service department and take that Hyundai to their service department and be like, hey, yeah, hey, listen, oil is oil. I mean, y'all ain't got nobody in this mug. Hey, man, you think you can give me an oil change? You know what the Mercedes-Benz dealer is going to say? We don't work on Hyundais. No, we don't work on it. So once you jump back in it, well, what is that? The Elantra. Yeah, Elantra. You're going back that thing up and get it on up out of here, man. Hurry up, man. We want our customers to see a Hyundai up in this mug. What's my point? Glad you asked. The Mercedes-Benz dealer only deal with Mercedes. When you go to court, the judge can only deal with things containing court. The judge cannot say to you, get a job or I'm going to lock you up. Now, if the judge say, Mr. Smith, we got a job for you at the Hyundai dealer. We checked your qualifications. We know your qualifications. You used to work at a Hyundai dealer before. We got you a job at the Hyundai dealer. I'm ordering you to accept this job and go to that job and work. That is questionable, but it's more logical and more understandable. Why? The judge found you a job and just ordered you to report there and work. But the judge cannot say to you, get a job. The judge cannot order. That's like the judge saying, Mr. Smith, you don't work? Okay. Wilshire Hyundai, may I help you? Yes, this is Judge Gitanig. Yes, Gitanig. Gtaanig. Judge Gitanig. Hey, listen. I got a guy in my courtroom right now that don't got a job. I'm ordering y'all to give him a job. Oh no, you gonna give him a job? Hello. That's how that's gonna go. That's the same scenario as it go when you go back to court. You cannot, and your judge and your attorney better argue this if you have one. You cannot tell somebody, you cannot order somebody to get a job and then think that's unlogical. Let me give you an example of what it is I'm talking about, a parallel what I'm talking about. I had a client going through a divorce in Texas. So he's going through a divorce. And so he's going through a divorce. And he hired us, and we start getting the best of him. Got one judge made one judge accuse themselves. You can look on my videos on this channel, and you can see we had one judge accuse themselves. Got his attorney moved. Then they got another attorney in the same law firm. She coming in, she's trying to hit every home run in one session because she know once we leave that session, we get her up out of there too. So she said, Your Honor, she came there after we got the attorney removed. We put an ethics violation on him for threatening and this and all that. And so I'm gonna tell you just what happened. He was improperly served. And they didn't want to give him he went to court and the attorney was saying that they was improperly served. Then he had another court date and they didn't tell him about it. He was improperly served. Well, they wanted him to go along with it and everything. He was like, well, the attorney claimed that they didn't get it. Y'all gave him an adjournment. Why I can't have one? Got him an adjournment. I hit him with an ethics violation, blah, 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 blah. So now, dude had to remove himself. The new attorney comes in there and saying, because they know. I'm going to tell y'all something about attorneys. Attorneys know when they got a person that is not scared of them, or attorneys know when they're dealing with someone that knows the law. I'll get back to that. So the new attorney comes in there and she's like, Your Honor, I need an hour and a half to familiarize myself with the case. So she goes in, they put him in a recess. She looks over the thing, and she says, Your Honor, they come back, they call him back into the courtroom. And the judge says to him, she said, Your Honor, there's $250,000. This was first day. First day she called again. Your Honor, there's $250,000 equity in the house. I'm ordering him to sell the house and put it on the market today. Your Honor, we're gonna find him. We're gonna find him a listing agent and all that today. Blah 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 blah. And the judge ordered him to list his house to that day and sell his house or sell a house to get the equity to give the equity to the mother. I said, boy, oh boy. I said, boy, I tell you, it is amazing. So I said, you know somebody that's a notary? He said, yeah, my mom. I said, your mom is a notary? I went Jadakiss on him. I said, your mom is a notary. Yeah. Go ahead and take a $300,000 lien, put it on your house and register with the court today. Have your mother notarize the letter and file it with the court. He did it. Filed it. All of a sudden, they're mad at him. Of course they're mad. And that old little stunt that she tried to pull took care of that ass too. But that's what it gets down to. The judge cannot make, simply said, the judge cannot make you do things beyond the courtroom. The judge cannot say, I'm ordering you to sell your house today. Or if you're ordering me to sell my house today, you gotta order up a buyer to buy it. You can't just leave me. You can't just come at one angle of this shit. You gotta order somebody to buy the house in order for me to sell it. That's how that works. You can't, if there's a 100% of the process, this is the problem with judges ordering you to get a job. They're ordering you to do 100% of probably a process that takes, you gotta go do an interview, wait. First, you got to find it, hope you qualify, go do an interview, and then hope they hire you. It's 4 steps. Let's just go down to 3 steps. 3 steps is 100% of the process. You is only 1 step. It's you applying yourself. That's all you can do is apply. You cannot do that. But you guys, you go to court and you allow a judge to tell you, listen, you got to get a job or else I'm going to throw you in jail. It's just like that cop that told me in Chesapeake, Virginia, if I don't give him my paperwork, I'm going to jail. I said, listen, we only going to play this game 1 time. So since I'm going to jail, I had my dog in the back. I said, let me call somebody to come get my dog. Because I'm not playing this dumb game with you. You pulled me over for my window tint. My window tint was in state specs. So this police stop is not valid. I told the cop, you're not pulling me over to guess and see what grade my tinted windows are. You're not doing that. I know this car is within state specs. I got pulled over 5 times when I first moved here to Virginia. I got pulled over 5 times. I got 3 tickets. You know why I didn't get a 4th ticket? Because I went ahead after the cops. All 5 times I had the same tint. 3 cops just gave me tickets. After the 5th time I got pulled over, I took it to the tint shop. I said, man, make it within state specs. I'm from up north. And when I went to get the car, I was like, damn, is there a tint on this motherfucker? I don't see nothing. But that was state, and I still got pulled over. I was like, nah, bro. I looked at his uniform. I said, I see you just came out the academy. I said, I guess they tell you pull over people with tinted windows to build up your confidence. I said, boy, you picked the right one tonight. I did not show him anything. 10 minutes later, I was out of handcuffs and driving home. The cop said to me, Christopher, what you got to understand is on the side of the road is not the time to protest. I said, let me tell you something now. I said, I'm not from around here. I said, I like to tell you cops that so you can respond with, we're going to see that you'll see that we do things different down here. Then I would say, I'm from New Jersey. And the last time I checked, we actually sued the state police for doing this very same thing that you're doing to me now. You're profiling. You don't have cause to pull me over. I said, that's why you letting me go. Have a good night. And I left. You guys got to understand you're being bullied when you go to court. A judge cannot order you to get a job. You could have work issues. You could have problems. They can't say, oh, you got to get a job. It sounds nice. Female just texted me, Virginia, so boring. Tell me something I don't know. All right. Shoot me down. I appreciate that. My man Ruff, he came in. He said, my child support dropped $110 a week for 3 kids. $110 a week for 3 kids because of your I work on a 1099 because of your advice. He says, thanks. Hey, I would like to think that I tell people stuff, and I appreciate you for coming back with that testimony, because that's what that is. That's testimony. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you once again. And I'll do a separate video, pod on this one. I would like to think that I am a bad motherfucker. I would like to think that. I would like to think that you're not gonna have me squealing behind any amount of child support. I'm gonna do what I have to do to make myself unqualified for child support. If this is how it goes, I'm gonna put myself in a position where I just don't qualify for it. All right, I need y'all to follow me. When you decide you want to complain, this is just my belief. One thing, and the reason why I went through 11 and a half years of battling Atia LaShawn Bradley is because I never, ever said to her, why are you doing it? You know that old, why are you doing this? I'm trying to be there for my kids. Why are you doing this? What? Never gave her that. The 6 or 7 times they locked me up for a non-payment of child support, I ain't say nothing. I just looked at her like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not giving you the pleasure. But I hit her ass with a Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. And I came back. And I came back with a vengeance. That's why I always say Atia LaShawn Bradley's name. You can go look her up on YouTube. I'm sure there aren't 2 Atia LaShawn Bradleys. I'm sure if you run into the one, it'll be her. That's why I always say her name. And like I tell individuals, today is July 3rd, 2023. I trained Atia LaShawn Bradley to stop fucking with me. I trained her like a dog. Yeah, I trained her. You guys don't train your child's mom. You guys just let them keep messing with you and keep messing with you. I love it when Atia LaShawn Bradley invite me to court. You know why? You know why? You might not believe this, or this may be a surprise, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. Because I'm not going to lose. I'm not going to lose. I'm not going to lose. It ain't happening. It's not going to happen. The first order of business when you go to court is intimidation. Sorry, I'm 0% on that. I'm not. Listen, break something down to y'all. As I sip on my watermelon rind and broccoli juice, let me tell y'all something. There was a statement by one Mr. Tony Stark. And Tony Stark said to Loki, it took us a little while to get some traction. I give you that. You know, you got the stick of death, but let's do a count here. We got the 2 master assassins. We got your brother, the demigod, and we got a individual with incredible anger issues. And then Loki said, I have the Chitauri. And Tony Stark said, you don't understand. We have a Hulk. You know, you don't understand. See, that there's no version of this where we're going to lose. The first time I heard that, I damn near cried. I damn near cried when I heard that. When Tony Stark said that, it was almost like those words punched me. It was almost like those words pushed me back. I was like, holy shit. Because that's basically what I always told Atia LaShawn Bradley. I just didn't have the words for it. When Tony Stark said that, see, you don't know, you don't understand. There's no version of this where we're going to lose. And that's what I believe. That's why I talk the way I talk. I'm not losing. It ain't happening. And I know the secrets. I know the only secret they got in family court to get you to lose. It's the same old rope-a-dope. It's the same old nonsense. It's the same old run-of-the-mill nonsense, and that is intimidation. They'll sit down there and let that woman talk about you, say all this stuff about you, and you just be there and you just get more scared, more scared, more scared. When Atia LaShawn Bradley be talking about me, I used to talk about me, I would be in court like this. And the judge would be looking at me. And then the judge would be like, hold on, Miss Bradley. Mr. Smith, are you with us? And that happened about 3 times. Mr. Smith, are you with us? I am. No, you want me to sit down there and pay attention to her and collect some scared. That what you want, Judge? That's what the judge want. Judge want me to sit down there and collect some scared. He want me to sit up there and just be listening to him, be going, oh no, no. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't. In the world of doing that, I don't do it. I don't do it. Y'all do. That's why I tell individuals when I go to court, I'm not there. Appreciate those thumbs up. Hey, listen, I guess I got to go back to it. If you look at the column where everybody is leaving their messages, you'll see a money sign. You see that money sign? That is my super chat pay me button. So you can waive your $1 pay me fee. You can waive the fee by just hitting the thumbs up button. All right. All you got to do is hit the thumbs up button. That waives your $1 fee. I would like a consultation for my situation. I'll put the number 732-835-9111. Did that come on there? No, hold on. I'll put the number on there. What's the matter, Quattro? What's the matter, Quattro? That's his way of trying to get outside. He'll just bark. All right, where was I? All right, so what these individuals will do when you guys go to court is, as I tell individuals, when I go to court, honestly, I'm never there. I literally take a pad and a pen and a pad, as I told individuals before. I haven't said it in a while. And I'll just be in there and she'd be just chatting away and I'll be like, and the judge would be like, oh, excuse me, Mr. Bradley. Mr. Smith, are you with us? I am. He want me to be looking at Atia, lie on me and be like, and then just blow a load on myself. Oh, the dookie on my pants. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, I'm so scared. I've been through my dance. Stop talking. I'm scared. Stop talking. Now you gonna say what you want. Don't say what you want. I'm gonna get you on the back end. Say, I'm gonna get you on the back end. Stop. Because a woman to do this. I want a woman to be like, let's just say I'm over there. When I look that way, I'm looking at me. I'm not a woman, but I'm acting like a woman for sake right now. No homo. Don't think I'm like gay or a cross-dresser or some shit. I'm just saying, let's just say I'm a woman. Just for this segment. Quattro, come here. Come on. What are you doing, man? Quattro, what do you want? What are you doing? Come here. I'm not gonna hit you. What are you doing? What are you doing, little buddy? I gotta work. It's raining outside. You don't want to go outside. Trust me, you don't want to go outside. All right? I'll be done in a minute. So let's just say a Tia right there. So they'll be like this. They'll be looking at you while they head at the judge. The judge is straight. That's me. They'll be like, Your Honor, he like to screw old ladies on elevators, and that's why y'all shouldn't give him custody. You know, this is what Tia. This is what a Tia LaShawn Bradley had an audacity to say to me, Tom. You know I'm telling the truth. I said, Your Honor, I would like Miss Bradley to submit proof of all this stuff that she's saying. Guess what Tia LaShawn Bradley said? This is why I say women are just dumb as a damn a cockroach smarter than these women. All of them. Cockroach is smart. A cockroach is smart enough to know I'm gonna run when you turn the light on. If they was to make cockroaches like women for a day, you would turn the light on and roaches would be like, Yo, what's up? Don't turn the light off. What you doing? That's how it'd go if they was to give roaches the logic of women. Damn. But Tia LaShawn Bradley said this in court. I got lightheaded when she said this. I got lightheaded when she said that. I was like, holy smokes, dumb does exist in the flesh. Tia said, no, I said you prove it's not true. I said, wow. I said, it is amazing how women want to insert dumb as the curriculum. And that's what you guys deal with. You do. Yeah, you do. Shut up, boy. I'll knuckle slap you. It is so amazing how these individuals adapt the curriculum of dumb and expect you to just gotta transform to it. Like, oh, I gotta be dumb too, or this ain't gonna work. No, it's not gonna happen. So a lot of you guys, you go to court and you're just hit with a barrage of stupidity. And it just it's making sense to me now while I'm talking to you guys about it. I now understand why you guys go to court and you be in there like this, because y'all be listening to women and it's verbal. Oh, man. When y'all go to court and y'all be listening to these women, it's like verbal heroin, right? Right? Ain't that? It's like verbal heroin listening to a woman, ain't it? You're listening to them and it's like, you don't know where you at no more. You start peeing on yourself. You gotta pee. You just pee on yourself. You just be like, what the hell is going on? Because you listening to a... Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. That is the goddamn truth if the truth don't exist. If that's the truth, that's the truth. Don't go there when you go to court. Don't even go there. Mentally. You want an example of this? Watch the Reuben Hurricane Carter story. Watch that story. Very, 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 very beautiful story. I have to admit, I think. Let me think. I truly think. I think that was the first time I ever cried when I looked at a movie. The Reuben Hurricane Carter. I don't know if any of you guys seen it, but let me be real specific when I cried. In that movie, Denzel Washington gave a compelling speech playing Reuben Hurricane Carter. And he was like, so he said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, I'm a fighter and I will muster up my thing to fight. But I only do this in the ring. I did not kill this person. And you got to know law. This is the crazy thing. You have to know law. Let me add that in there. That's why, let me just tell y'all, that's why I cried watching this movie, the Reuben Hurricane Carter story. If you understand law, you will understand it. So here's what I'm saying. When it comes to law, whenever you have new evidence to reopen a case, you have to take that evidence to the lower court first and let the lower courts either overturn a verdict or continue with the verdict. When you get new evidence and you have new evidence and you say, we want to go to the Supreme Court first. Once the Supreme Court say, no, you got to go to the lower court. The Supreme Court would normally tell you, this is how serious it is. The Supreme Court will normally tell you, what the are you doing? What the fuck? Why are you here? You ain't take this. Oh, you's a bunch of dummies. That's how serious it is. When you know law, that's how serious it is. So when you watch the Reuben Hurricane Carter story, you see the judge that they had. You talk about Judge Gittinig. That was the real Judge Gittinig. The guy that they used in the judge that they used in the Reuben Hurricane Carter story. I said, I know he's just an actor, but I'm scared of him. And that judge, after Reuben Hurricane Carter gave his speech, he was like, he had these big eyes. He was here with it. He was here with it. He had that old man jerk. Yo, man. So he was like, you bring evidence to this court and you didn't take it through the proper channels. You have these people come in my court and testify. This is crazy. And it's a blatant breakdown in court procedure. And the people that was representing Reuben Hurricane Carter, they was like, oh my God, they're going to rule against him. Then he said at the last change, he said, but if the courts was to keep this man in custody, it would be a blatant law itself. I'm immediately Reuben Hurricane Carter. I said, oh shit, I start crying. I'd start bawling in the whatchamacallit. I just started bawling. I was in there like, oh my God. I think about 30 or 40 people was in the theater crying too. It wasn't just me. I was crying straight up. When you watched how they lynched that dude, when you watched how they did that dude, I think it would have been best to kill him. I think Reuben Hurricane Carter would have been like, look, I'd rather have y'all killed me. When he got released, he moved up to Canada. He never stepped foot back in the United States, and I don't blame him. Crazy though. You got to understand law. People, the law, especially family court, once again, there are no laws governing family court, so you need not be scared of anything. I don't know what it is y'all scared of. You don't need to be scared of none. Ask why. Ask the judge why. I had my client about 3 weeks ago went in court and asked the judge why, and the judge said, I'm not going to answer that right now. Say, Your Honor, for the record, I want to state that I asked you why and you did not answer the question. That is called incompetence. He can get removed off the bench simply by you saying that. You guys got to know this. Judges are fragile. Judges are not what you think they are. When I went to school, you know what my professor told me? My professor told me an ethics violation is equivalent to getting a DWI inside of a school playground full of children. That's what my professor told me. An ethics violation is something that a judge don't want. Tell a judge, did you disagree with that? And I'm going to take this up with the ethics committee. I guarantee you, you will hear clucking. I guarantee it. You will. You heard what I just said? You will hear clucking. As I stated earlier, I said, I'm going to get back to it. Give me a second. Right quick. Surely, every life has reason, but I made it so. No, you will know. Lonely heart, every life has reason. For I made it so. Oh, you will know, you'll know. Reaching out to heaven for the answer, and then a voice will say, you will know. Lonely heart, you'll know. That tastes great. Actually, it tastes tart. I'm just kidding. It tastes tart. All right. Remember earlier when I said attorneys know? They know. What is the know that attorneys know? When you go to court, damn, I forgot I'm 9111. Dang, let me do that again. When you go to court, 732 875 5. All right, check this out. When you go to court and they know you're scared. As sure as the sky's blue, they know you're scared. People, Red Pill Fab, the link is below the video. I forgot to tell y'all. Individuals. What I did was I reactivated Red Pill Fab because I'm going through all this stuff, helping all these individuals. I have to start taking some of this stuff that y'all telling me what y'all going with y'all women, create content. Excuse me, Red Pill Fab, link below the video. Subscribe, bring your ass back. They know. When you go there and you eager to get started and you got your gloves on. You step in the courtroom, you got your gloves on. They know. They know they don't intimidate everybody. They know they don't. They don't intimidate everybody. They don't. You have allowed the courts to get strong. Listen, I did too. It ain't just you. I did too. I've allowed the court. I've allowed the court to play with my butthole. Leave my butthole alone. Yo, you have allowed the courts to play with your butthole. I will stop. Freeze. You have allowed the court to play with your butthole. Yeah. Hey, judge, Leave my bunhole alone. Stop getting your bunhole played with. All right? Stop. You down with that type of stuff. You just messing up on purpose now. You're just going into court. I ain't gonna need no bite stick. Just go ahead. You know, if that's you, I ain't got nothing to say to you. That ain't how we roll over here. Damn it. Mug got a traffic light in his underwear. Nah, stuff got to come out now. All right, now you can go ahead and no, that ain't how that goes. All right. The courts know. They know by your demeanor. Let me tell y'all, one time I was in court, and I was in there for non-payment of child support. I was in there for non-payment of child support, and I filed the bankruptcy, and they didn't know. And I remember I was standing up. Everybody was sitting down, and all the attorneys be at the back of the courtroom. And all the attorneys, and I, of course, I'm standing up, and more so than anything, I was standing up because I was really looking at the courtroom. But when I go to court, man, I dress like $1 million. All that nonsense, when I used to go to court anyway, I dress like $1 million. All that nonsense y'all be coming up with, go to court looking like a bum so they don't try. I'm not going to do that. I told Latia, next time I'm tailored suits only when I come up in this month. I'm going in there. I told her my Eldorado was out in the front of the courthouse. I'm not interested in that nonsense individuals play at all. I'm not ducking no child support. I'm not all that garbage nonsense. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. So I go to court. Like I said, they know you scared. So I went in there and I had filed bankruptcy. I didn't tell them. So as I stated, I'm standing up at the back of the courtroom. And I'm standing up at the back of the courtroom. And I remember this attorney asked me, he said, "Who's your client?" I said, "No, I ain't no client. I'm not an attorney." And I didn't process that until probably a week later. Or like I'm telling y'all now, that the energy that I realized that I was giving off, it's all part of it. I had an attorney ask me, "Who's your client?" Why? Because I'm in there with a London fog on, a London fog jacket, a London fog on, a trench over raincoat style coat, suit on, shoes, briefcase. So the way Monroe County Court had it set up, I'm gonna draw a little thing for y'all. The way they had it set up. This is the way they had it set up. I'm gonna draw a little thing for y'all. Give me a second. It probably come out sideways because when I show it to you, it's gonna probably look reversed. But this is how they had it set up. Okay, plaintiff. Plaintiff. These are people. People, right? People. Just sitting down. People sitting down, right? I want y'all to see this. The big circles are cops. Okay, can you see that? The The circles are cops. This is the door. The courtroom. You entered the courtroom, and the courtroom immediately turned that way. It went straight down. 2 bailiffs was here, 2 bailiffs was there. That's the door. 2 bailiffs, 2 bailiffs. The defendant is over here. You see the defendant? 2 cops behind the defendant. This is the plaintiff, aka a prosecutor. When you go into court for a child support non-payment, you're seeing a prosecutor. Of course, this is the judge. So when in order for the defendant to leave, he's got to come, turn, and go that way. You going past these 2 bailiffs here. If you go this way, you're going past these 2, right? So, oh yeah, I forgot. And these side benches, they were people from the very college that I was going through doing an intern, coming to court doing an intern. I don't know if you could see that. So these are the circles are the cops. Cops. This is the door, wall. They was up against the wall, and you came in and went this way. The defendant, 2 cops behind the defendant, and in order to come out the courtroom, you had to go like this, right? Go out. So I remember, like I told y'all, I'm animated. If you ever see me in court, the way I be bugging out on these videos, I do the same thing in court. I do the exact same thing. I be in there like, oh, wow, it's great, right? So I'm in there, it's like, next case, Chris Smith versus Atia Bradley. Of course, Atia Bradley sitting over there with the prosecutor and all that. And I'm just standing there and I'm like, the prosecutor speak first because I'm the defendant. Your Honor, I'm paraphrasing. Your Honor, we just had, and they had me in there just, I was in there July 3rd. Wow, today, July 3rd, I was in there. Then they had me back in July 19th. I didn't know at the time, I got to go 90 days without making payments. They only went July 3rd, 14 days later, they had me back in there. I'm like, not 14, but 16 days later. I was back in there on the 19th. I'm like, yo, I was just in here. So I filed bankruptcy. I purged myself on the 3rd, but now I'm in there again. I'm like, file bankruptcy. So, paraphrasing. The prosecutor said, Your Honor, her name is Mary Jo. Call up the Monroe County Courthouse, ask about it. Say, hey, you remember Chris Smith? They probably hang the phone up on you. Or say, Chris Smith is on here on thing talking about you. Anyway, so she says, Your Honor, we had him in here 2 weeks ago and he purged himself. Your Honor, we're asking for full arrearages because the last time we had him in here, Your Honor, we had him purge himself and he paid it. She just yelled out real loud, and he paid it. The judge looks at me, everybody looking at me, the bailiff, everybody looking at me. I went just like this. That was very good. That was great. Now people are like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I popped my briefcase opening it up, right? Open up my briefcase. Remember, there's 2 behind me. I'm the defendant. I popped my briefcase open, right? Pop my briefcase open. Handed it to this one. I said, Your Honor, handed her my bankruptcy petition. I said, Your Honor, I filed bankruptcy. You no longer have jurisdiction over this case. Closed my briefcase and turned and walked. They were sitting here. I walked right between them. When I walked between them, the male prosecutor was in a chair. He pushed his chair back. I walked right through him. Now I'm walking up. I'm walking up here now. I'm coming to these 2 cops. I'm walking up to him. I didn't hear, stop. I didn't release you yet. I'm looking at him. I looked at these guys. I looked at him and walked right out the door. Boom. That's how that went. That's how that went. Let me tell y'all something about me. When I got a knockout punch, I'm going to fuck with you before I punch you. I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do all this stuff, and then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna catch you. I'm not gonna deliver my knockout punch on some sneak stuff. I'm gonna play with you. That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm not gonna deliver a knockout punch when it's what. There's a term. They says revenge is a meal best served cold. I think there's a problem with that narrative. I'm thinking more like Frozen. Cold don't seem to want to do it for me. I mean, after all, you can put some food on the counter and anything other than hot is considered cold, yes? I'm talking Frozen. I'm talking like a TV dinner that was packed in the back of the freezer. Eat that. I crack myself up, but I'm telling the truth. I don't know no other way. I don't. I'm gonna be interested. I'm gonna tell you guys something that's interesting. I'm not interested in no other way. I'm not. Blow for blow, I'm gonna steal the show. That's how it is. Invite me to court, I'm gonna steal the show. I promise you. I'm gonna steal the show. I'm not interested in no other way. This is why, listen, some of the, most of the show topics that I do, if you got an attorney, if you're going through this and you got an attorney, you might wanna, talk to your attorney and ask your attorney, why is this way? Why? You might want to do that. You might want to. Because I'm only speaking facts. I'm not in no way interested in losing. As I stated earlier, I'm not losing. That ain't happening. I'm not losing. I'm not losing. That ain't happening. You invite me to come to court, as I told them the last time I was there. Next time you invite me to court, please, by all means, please, do me a solid. Ain't that what the niggers say? Do me a solid. Could you do me a solid? The next time you invite me to court, could you do me a solid? Could you put the key to the courtroom inside the letter? Could you do me that solid? I promise you. I'll open up the building. I'll even do the floors for you. I'll be there that early. I won't even charge you for it. That's just how I roll. I'm tired, son. That's how my daddy taught me. You guys have a good night. I'll see you here tomorrow at noon, tomorrow at 3, and tomorrow at 8.